EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Taken in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The ball carried by number 33.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The Washington first down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. And the sack parade continues. Remember last week, they had an astounding 8 sacks, another one there on the opening drive.
And they have the mentality of just attacking the quarterback in the pocket, no matter what. They're one of those teams that says, we play the run on our way back to the quarterback. And that philosophy works for them very well.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Brings up third down.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Bengals nothing. Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Throwing is Allen on third. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Let's go, baby.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Down at the 39-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
The line of scrimmage.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
In his own end zone, it's Allen. They'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Allen. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. 3rd down here.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And a give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here we go on 4th down. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that?
Charles? I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimal.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 3-yard line.
Running is Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Number 40.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
It's a gain of 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Allen going to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. I will guarantee you, the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 97 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And it is now 21-0.
Makes this Washington 21. Bengals nothing. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Allen. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
This is Washington 28, Bengals nothing. Michael Badgley set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
Alert! 6 by 56.
From the 30 on second down, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a fifth, barring a conversion here on third down. Now Allen. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, snip it out, and finish it off.
And this one is right down the middle. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Allen now looks to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
49-yard line.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. He was give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And he stopped immediately there.
That's the end of the
no gain on the play there. 2nd down.
31.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, a tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlep Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
We taking wins home. Mike 41. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Now a handoff looking right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And throw right side complete to Parker. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2, and it brings up fourth. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. Because the game, certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And fighting down inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Second and 9 now. Escapes the sack. Eluding the pressure. Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He finds his running back, Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
6-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Jacobs. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One final try here for Allen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick is good. But wait up now. A flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the 1st. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This just a 24-yard attempt. And the kick is good, so they avoid the shutout, but still a tough one to swallow here. They only post 3 points, and this game is over. And the kick is good, so they avoid the shutout, but still a tough one to swallow here. They only post 3 points, and this game is over. Well, this one provided some good drama down to the very end. That last kickoff return, for a moment thought he might break it, but in the end, they get the tackle and stop the drama.
You were starting to have more fun, weren't you?
Well, I was starting to stand up.
Yeah, you were into that one. Who knew? We thought maybe they might get that miracle finish that they were looking for. Didn't quite get it done.
So for Washington, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.